the runs have been great so far. Paris is my first, and there was like 50,000 runners there. I read that I think it's the second largest after New York in terms of how many runners take part. So 2 weeks after that, I did Rotterdam in Holland, and that was amazing in so many different ways. The scenery wasn't the best. It wasn't so amazing, but the support was unreal. I think it's a real favorite in Europe, apparently, and I can see why, because I mean, even it was throughout, there wasn't any reprieve from it. And the last 5K especially was non-stop packed with people of all ages just going wild. And they had these grandstands even, and I certainly needed it for the last 5K. So I was really thankful for it. Next was Stockholm, and that was my absolute favorite so far. Honestly, so normally this wouldn't matter so much to many people, but it was just so well organized, and you got so many goodies. And although it was kind of 2 laps, I think I'd rather have done 2 laps of the center than wandering out into the suburbs like some marathons take you on, because the scenery was just amazing. All the waterways and the pretty buildings, and the support again was really surprising. And the weather was awesome too. It was like 22 degrees, which is probably quite hot for a lot of people, but I actually really enjoy that. And that does help, doesn't it? So that was really nice, that one. And that one was even extra special because the last 400 meters of the marathon finishes in the Olympic Stadium in Stockholm. It was the stadium for the 1912 Olympic Games, and it was just the most beautiful stadium I've ever been in. It's been kept so well, and it's a real must. I recommend the Stockholm Marathon the most, actually. But the last one I did was in Tromsø in Norway, and that's they advertised that as the Midnight Sun Marathon. This was pretty insane because although I was a little bit used to it with Iceland, it was really cool to finish the marathon at midnight and in clear daylight and the sun beaming in your face. The weather was awesome for that one too, 16 degrees throughout, and even at night it was like 12 degrees and not a cloud in sight neither. And that was really good for 400 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. So that was really fun and different. So I'm really pleased with that one. So yeah, that's 5 so far. And I started at the beginning of April the 2nd. So I've still got another 9 months left. So fingers crossed I'll do it. It's a really nice way to travel. And sometimes my girlfriend joins me on the trip too. So it's not always so lonely. But I've also met loads of other runners and whole clubs of runners whilst being in hostels in the places that I've been to. And that's been a really nice experience because it has been a real personal experience for me up until now. I haven't spoken to many people about my running, and I've never been part of a club or anything. So to kind of be around those communities has been real novel for me. And maybe I might think about joining a club now. I think it'd be really good for me. I could start by joining I don't know why I haven't really, the university running club. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to branching out now and sharing this journey with a lot more different people. You can find out a lot more about my project and what's coming up at www.runningforcalm.com. That's runningforcalm.com. But yeah, there you can find links for my Facebook and my Instagram pages and for my YouTube channel, where I have vlogs popping up every now and again that's kind of documenting my journey doing all the marathons. And in the future, I'm going to use it as a bit of a blog page as well. So I'm going to be sharing some more of my stories